Oh my God, you guys, buckle up, because what I am about to tell you about York College University Center, York, is going to make you want to scream into a pillow. Imagine, if you will, a place where dreams go to die, like literally, just vanish into the abyss, where the only thing they teach you is how to lose faith in humanity. Let me take you on this tragic little journey, step by soul-crushing step. First, picture me bright-eyed, hopeful, ready to take on the world, walking in on my first day. The vibes immediately off. The air smells like stale vending machine coffee and crushed dreams. The walls, a sad beige, like someone painted them with the tears of students who came before me. And the people, oh the people. The students here treat you like you ray invisible unless you dare to ask if a seat is taken at lunch, in which case, congratulations. You've just unlocked peak social interaction. Wow. Then there's the teaching, or should I say, the lack of it. Tutors here don't teach, they haunt classrooms like ghosts of educators past. My math tutor, a short, bald man who on day one told me to give up on my dream of becoming a doctor. 10 minutes. That's how long he spent crushing my soul. Like, sir, you could have just said you hated your job and left, but no. He had to nurture my self-doubt like it was his little project. Fast forward a few months and I am a hollow shell of my former self, my passion for medicine now a pile of ashes. Thanks for that. And don't even get me started on the rules. York College has rules the way dictators have laws, rigid, nonsensical, and enforced with the subtlety of a sledgehammer. Hair must be in a bun, loose strands allowed, or you ray out. Uniform violations, expelled, sick days, forbidden, like excuse me, are we in a Victorian workhouse? No, we ray in a college, a place meant to educate, but instead they treat us like we ray inmates in some bizarre academic prison. Oh, but the real horror, the bullying, not just from students, no, not from the staff. Tutors here don't just fail you academically, they break you emotionally. They shout, they destroy your coursework. They intimidate you until you question your own sanity. And when you dare to speak up, you get hit with the classic line, it is not personal, it is historical. Like, oh okay, that makes it totally fine that you ray emotionally abusing me. Got it? And the support, a joke. If you ray struggling, whether it is trauma, mental health, Life York College's response is an automated message scolding you for missing class. No help, no empathy. Just a cold, robotic, your attendance is bad, before they drop you like a bad habit. No conversation, no human decency, just a digital middle finger sent straight to your inbox. The facilities, depressing, outdated. The library is tiny, the books older than my grandma. The student union, non-existent. Careers advice, LOL. The whole place feels like it is held together by duct tape and apathy. And the worst part, nothing changes. Year after year, students leave these horror stores begging for accountability. York College just ignores it. They don't care, they don't listen. They just keep churning out broken students, one miserable semester at a time. So my fellow travelers in the nightmare of education, run far, far away from York College University Center, York.
The businesses near York College University Center, York, are a lesson in disappointment. If you expect quality, fair prices, or even basic respect, prepare to lower those expectations. This is not an exaggeration, it's a pattern. Let's start with cafes. The coffee shops here treat customers like an inconvenience. Brew Brownie is the perfect example. The coffee, bitter, lukewarm, and served in cups so small you'd think they were rationing. And the prices. You'd expect gold flakes in your drink for what they charge. But no, just flies. Actual flies, sitting on uncovered food like tiny, uninvited guests. The service, worse. One customer waited 10 minutes for a glass of water while others got theirs without asking. Another was ignored entirely while staff greeted everyone else. And if you dare to sit where they don't want you, prepare for a manager to scold you like a school teacher. This isn't a cafe, it's a masterclass in how to ruin a simple coffee break. Now, shopping. The York Galleria is less a mall, more a ghost town. Stores sit empty, the food court is a wasteland of fast food, and the bathrooms, filthy. One visitor drove all the way here only to find it opened hours later than Google claimed. Another described the Santa experience as miserable, a man who groaned at children and charged £40 for a photo. The only thing thriving here is disappointment. Salons and spas should be relaxing. Iridescence, salon spa. Stressful, imagine booking a facial only for the therapist to rush through it in half the time, skipping the massage entirely. Or arriving for a massage only to find your therapist quit and no one bothered to call you. Haircuts. One woman left with a lopsided bob, shorter on one side by 1.5 inches. She paid £60 for the privilege of crying every time she looked in the mirror. Cocktail bars should be fun. Evil Eye is not. The drinks. Overpriced fruit mush with no balance. The staff, miserable. One bartender took 28 minutes to serve a drink while complaining about their shift. The security, aggressive, shouting at customers and even spitting on them. And if you're foreign, good luck, the vibe here isn't party, it's leave before you regret it. Even vintage shopping is a letdown. Dog Bone Vintage has piles of clothes, but good luck finding your size. Prices are high for stained, damaged items, and some pieces are altered so poorly they're unwearable. It's less treasure hunt, more overpriced clutter. What's the lesson? The businesses near York College University Centre, York, are a gamble, and the house always wins. Overpriced, underwhelming, and often outright rude. If you must visit, bring patience, lower your standards, and maybe pack a lunch. Because around here, quality is the real mystery.
I've been looking into scams near York College University Centre, York, and honestly it feels like the shops around the campus have their own dark little theatre. The hardware stores down the main road are like a fast-track credit line for anyone who walks in. But a few months ago a group of strangers opened dozens of fake accounts and bought thousands of tools with bounce checks. The staff probably didn't notice at first, but the owners must have realized when the inventory vanished. The victims, tourists who thought they were just getting a cheap screwdriver, likely left the store confused, maybe tried to get a refund, and ended up with nothing but an empty wallet. I guess the police are now chasing the fraudsters, hoping they'll be caught when the stolen goods show up in second-hand markets, and the shop owners will probably tighten their credit checks, leaving future visitors more cautious. Then there was the JOANN Fabrics liquidation near the Student Union. The shop advertised final sale signs, but the staff handed out fake gift cards that turned out to be worthless after a week. A couple of tourists bought a quilt for a special occasion, only to discover the card wouldn't work at checkout. They probably argued with the manager, felt embarrassed, and probably never returned to that area again. The scammers behind the bogus cards are likely under investigation, and the store will have to issue proper refunds, which will sting the business's bottom line. Finally, the back-to-school pop-up on York College's perimeter promised 50 off everything, yet many of the items were counterfeit or past their sell-by dates. A student on a short stay bought a laptop bag, only to find the zipper broke on the first day. She likely complained, got a weak apology, and left feeling tricked. The shop owners might face consumer law action, and the scammers could be forced to close the stall. It's sad how these tiny tricks can ruin a 2-week visit, isn't it? You're smarter than that, right? That right. 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 That right.